Good day, Raid. Darth Alex here, and in today's video, we'll be going over the weekly kickoff in Raid, as long as what's coming into the future, and what the next couple days will look like. Alright, let's get into it. First, we'll start off with what's coming into the future. It looks like this is the weekly Raid Digest, so to begin with, it looks like maybe possible that a Sylvan Watcher fusion is going to pop up as the next fusion in maybe a week or 2 or 3. They haven't really announced anything yet, but just so you guys are prepared and knowing that there might be a fusion coming along here soon. Along with that, they have, as the time of recording of this video, this Gaelic event has already started. It's already been a day into it, but it's a Gaelic Anniversary Heroes Path. You do your usual. Let's go look at it right now. It's here, 2 days left. I don't really find any use for it for me because I don't need Gaelic. I'm far off from actually needing Gaelic. He's past his prime for my account. But it looks like if you get artifacts and accessories, or you upgrade artifacts and accessories, that you will get the rewards up to here, and then a 2-star. Well, maybe for you guys it'd be a 1-star, but who knows. Yeah, I wouldn't, if you're a mid-game to early late game player, I wouldn't really recommend doing this. I'd just hold your resources for the next upcoming fusion, or I guess if you want to do CVC. But enough of that. It's really for new players that don't have enough shard count to get to pull a Gaelic. There's some upcoming fixes in the little close future for some stuff in the game. If you qualify for some player points in the lower streak of playtime rewards, a raid dot indicator should not appear on the playtime rewards icon. Meanwhile, in mobile applications, so that it looks like they get rid of that, which for me it's a little annoying to see a red dot when you can't claim it on mobile. So yeah, it's good for them. Visual bugs caused by interaction of Taras the Fierce with blessings. I don't have Taras, so I don't know what exactly the visual bugs look like. I haven't really faced them in the arena either, so that's that. And then visual bugs for Ultimate Death Knight HP bar. Again, I haven't really used Ultimate Death Knight too much lately, and haven't really noticed anything that's off with it, but I usually kill him and he's not back, so I'm not really paying attention. And another topic of this video, I guess I'll just say it. CVC tournament with personal award will come in. It's actually starting tomorrow, but I'm a couple days late for this digest, but it is what it is, and it will have personal awards, so be mindful. CVC's coming up. And are they not? That's the right digest. Oh, okay, I just totally skipped over that part. They will also be looking into enhancing some blessings and nerfing some blessings, but they say it in a nice way where they're going to make it still viable. Which, let's get into that topic real quick. From my perspective of what they're going to nerf, let's go into those blessings real quick. See if I'm not going to change anything, but alright. I want to say that Lightning Cage will get a minor nerf. It protects a lot of buffs and it's really useful in the PvP area. Not so much PvE, but it's a little bit too strong. They're gonna probably touch Phantom Touch. I don't really want them to, but a majority of the player base is either using Phantom Touch or Brimstone, and that's all the Plarium actually sees is how many people are using a certain single blessing versus which ones they're not using. So that will automatically be like, oh, well, we need to tone that one down because it's overused while nobody else is using it. Well, maybe in Plarium, if you actually made all the blessings viable and similar in the first place, maybe we would be able to, how do you say it? Experiment with the rest of the blessings to see which one we feel is more viable for certain areas, like lethal dose. Who's putting poison up in arena? Why would you? Yeah, nobody uses lethal dose. Another one. Incinerate. HP burn in arena. You should have made it better. But you want to nerf Brimstone? I understand it. Everybody uses Brimstone. They'll probably only. Let's see. They're not going to touch the 5 and 6 star ones. It's only going to be the 1 star because they don't want you having so much benefit as a 1 star comparing to getting a 6 star blessing, but they make it almost impossible to get the 6 star blessing if you're not lucky with RNG when pulling for the soul stones. And enough with my rant on nerfing Brimstone and what they're gonna do. I'm not part of this discussion because I'm not pushing platinum nowhere near higher enough to push platinum. It is what it is. But I know a lot of platinum players are probably having issues with polymorph and turning into sheep. They'll probably nerf that down a little bit to make it not happen as much. But please, Plarium, don't touch my Brimstone. It helps me in Clan Boss. It helps so many other players in Clan Boss get the damage they need to get over the 1 key hump or just gain more damage. It has no. I don't really see a use for it in PvP. I don't kill a team with Brimstone too much. I'm usually killing it with my actual champions in the builds, not with Brimstone. It helps, adds damage, don't get me wrong, but I don't see it as a problem in Arena. Alright? But at the end of the day, it'll be what Plarium decides, what Plarium wants to do with that. Alright, so another topic of this video, and is going to be CVC starting Tuesday the 31st with personal rewards. Let's look at it. My opinions on CVC are not really that high. I do not really think it's viable. Well, not viable, but doesn't offer much for mid to end game players. It's just if you're in a tier 1 clan, you get nothing if you're end game. The personal rewards system, in my opinion, should be a personal rewards system. It says personal rewards. Why do you guys only lock it to if we win? We get the personal rewards. We should get the personal rewards regardless. Well, there's no incentive for us to push as high as we can for these milestones and personal awards if it's only the winning team getting the personal awards. Because sometimes this matchmaking puts our clan in a disadvantage where maybe the opposing clan is spending more than our clan spending, and I don't feel like we should make our clans spend just to keep up with the opposing clan. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. The rewards for personal or just regular clan rewards are great for early game account. If you're trying to like get resources, save up resources for fusions, save up resources for 4-starring champions, or any of that. It's great for early game, but for end game, it's just like, that rewards aren't really enticing. And it looks like, as long as it stays like this, it looks like 2x for using gems, and then 2x if you're running Ice Golem, which, in my opinion, I don't like Ice Golem, but I'll be minnow farming tomorrow for it. Alongside with personal awards, they are going to be doing some shard events. More shard events, guys. More. We want more. I advocate pick and choose. You have the choice to pick and choose what shard events you do, but they just want to push out more shard events. Let's go and see what 10x they're running for these 2 days. Alright, so on Tuesday, January 31st, for that day, they'll be doing a 10x on Krisk the Ageless from Void Shards. Well, I would want a Krisk, but I'm not in Mercy, and I tend to not pull shards during CVC. No matter what, I don't think it's really like the best way to use your shards, especially if you're saving up for a fusion. So I highly advise anybody to not pull for CVC, but there are going to be clans that want, or people that want to pull their shards during CVC, but he's a really good champ. If you are in Mercy and want to pull a Void Shard, try to get him. Probably the best time to do it. He's arguably one of the top 5 champions in the game, including non-Void champions. But end of the day, it's ultimately your choice to pull or not to pull, or if you want to pull. I usually recommend sticking to 2x events. And then on Wednesday, February 1st, I can't believe it's already February, guys. They're gonna do a 10x. I'm on Korgard, gone through every single from Inksons and saying, oh, there he is. Acres, I'm assuming this is a new champion. Couldn't find him. Right. Here he is. Yeah, we'll go over him since I couldn't find him in the first place. A1, he attacks one enemy and heals the champion by 10% of their max HP. Good healing, I guess. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of filling the turn meters of all allies by 30%. Also has a 75% chance of removing all debuffs from all allies. Okay, maybe. Places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Also places a 25% strength buff on all allies for 2 turns. Then increases the champion's resistance by 20 and defense by 10% for each ally protection buff on all allies. Also increases all ally resist by 15 and defense by 5% for each ally protection buff on all allies. There are multiple champs on the team with this skill. Only one will activate. Counter attacks whenever an ally under ally protection buff is attacked. Can occur once per enemy turn. Has a little bit of Michinaki and Ronda tied into the passive. I love those champions, those two. So that's another great skill right there, and that are similar. I think he's a. Let's see what the reviews say. The reviews hype him up pretty good for Demon Lord, Hydra, and Faction Wars, and Iron Twins. Those are the 4 places I'd probably use him. Faction Wars, just to speed up my runs, but I already have Faction Wars done. Well, that is everything that I have to cover in today's video. We had Arena Reset this morning, and I got into Silver 2 of Tag Arena, which is great. Now I just need to get into Silver 3 so I can get my progress mission going a little bit more. Hopefully I can get it this upcoming week. If not, then I have to look into my builds with Tag Arena. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And tomorrow, the CVC start, I will be going live around 6 p.m., maybe 7 p.m. Eastern time. Most likely 7 p.m. Eastern time. So please come and join me in the CVC hangout. It'll be fun. Gonna be pulling my Python finally, leveling him, and getting his masteries in the Minotaur. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys tomorrow.